What it do, man? It's your boy Battle to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. Let's continue. Breakfast Club, man. Let me tell you, man. Papoose and both got exposed in this interview. This one particular part stood out to me the most out of the whole interview. And let me just line y'all up with what's going on. So Papoose is trying to defend his honor and character by basically saying how he was a faithful, loyal dude, and that the things that Remy was saying about him was true. Then Envy comes in and basically began to respond to Papoose by saying, look, it just surprised us all. We were used to seeing you and Remy together. Y'all represented Black love. And because of the relationships y'all have with everybody and what everybody knew y'all to be, we just wanted y'all to fix it, or at least work things out. Clarissa Shields didn't want to hear that at all. That was up, and she couldn't stand still. Look at her face right here. Look, let me tell you. And this was being, look at her face. But when you're talking about, it's words, it say 1,000 words. She was, let me tell you something. She wasn't trying to hear nothing. She's trying to hold on to Papoose with dear life. This woman obsession is literally illegal, okay? It should be illegal, this woman's obsession. She can't even hide it. It's so clear. She can keep quiet, and she answers this question, right? When it's not even for her to answer. This was a question or something for Papoose to actually respond to and give clarity to. Like any real woman would have wanted him to actually to see where he's standing at when it come to her. So check out how DJ Envy respond to Papoose. And when it's for Papoose to respond back, Clarissa Shields just cut right in and listen to what this woman say. She couldn't help herself, boy. Ooh, she was livid.
Y'all got to stop, man. Mm-hmm. Like, come on. So
I think during that time, I know for myself, I just wanted y'all to fix it. Because I've known y'all so long, and not fix the relationship, just the friendship, the parenting, just fix that part. That was the most important thing, right?
That takes time. Like it's a divorce. It's not something that just happens overnight. You know what I'm saying? But people life don't stop. You know what I mean? It's papers, it's time, it's all this stuff that gotta happen. But at the end of the day, we move forward with our lives. Like
I wish you, like I said, I wish you the best.
See, right there. How you gonna answer this question when he says, we were just hoping Remy could fix it, not but the parenting. She comes right in. Nah, you know, that takes time. How you gonna answer a question like that? That's not a question for you to answer. You don't share children with Papoose and Remy Ma. You don't even have no children. How you answering the question he need to answer? But if you were smart in your right mind, you should have wanted him to answer it so you could see and hear where he stand at and how genuine he may be to you based upon his response. But your jealousy, your obsession, you couldn't hold it. Then you saying, we moved on. No, he ain't moved on. His wife, that's still his daughter. You can't speak for him and make a statement like that, you crazy girl. Here, take it. Bang the gavel on your damn self. Don't worry, I'm gonna do it for you. No. Girl, get out of here with that trash. That takes time to build, you know, we moved on. No, you can't speak for that man. That man ain't moved on. That man was with that woman for 20 years, okay? He ain't moved on. You trying to speak for him too, like, girl, what are you talking about? You see what's happening here? Her jealousy. She's so jealous of Remy. She couldn't, listen, when you saw this interview and you seen when they got to asking him questions about Remy and stuff, before she came up there, she was sitting back there in that back seat. She wasn't up front at first. She was sitting on the back couch. But you could see her in the background because the camera is on Papoose and she him, but on the sofa. When they asking him the questions about Remy Ma, man, listen, her silence was loud. The face expressions was on her was very revealing. She couldn't handle it. She couldn't hold it. She couldn't hold it. She couldn't help herself. She was mad at them. She don't like Papoose to be reminded of Remy in no type of way because she believes that he still love her. She know he still love her. Everybody do. Like he was telling them on here, y'all saw it all. Y'all watched it all. Our whole life was televised. There was no secret about my love for her. There was no secret about all the sacrificing and everything I did for her. I never made that a secret. And I was happy to do that. They asked him, do you regret? He like, no, I don't regret it. I wanted that to happen. I wanted that out there. And between the lines, she don't see that that's still him sending signal to Remy, letting me know. And I still feel that way. And if I had to do it all over again, I would do it all over again. We understand the signals. Oh, the love languages. Ain't that what y'all women saying now? What's your love language? They've been with each other 20 years. She know his love language. She know his signals. And we able to recognize it too. I can tell when he was signaling her. I can tell when he was doing that. And through the interview, anytime they wanted to bring up Remy's, he'll say, I wish her the best. I wish her the best. He didn't want to say nothing bad about her in no type of way every time she was brought up. Even to the point that bothered Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields wanted him to bark on Remy or say ain't something negative towards her, but he wouldn't do it. She even came to a statement where she basically said, you know, he different, but me, I tell it all. She was literally letting it be known she wanting to. And he was looking at her like, giving her this look like, you bet not. But she wanted to. She hate the fact he will not express anything negative towards her. You know why? That's another signal. That's a signal of allowing and acknowledging that something is still going on there. And rightfully so. And rightfully so. He won't be wrong. That's still his wife. He won't be wrong. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you what God loves. He won't be wrong if he went back home to his wife. God would not be mad at him for that. God would not be mad at him if he went back and started making love to his wife. If he went back having sex with his wife, God would not be mad at that. Look, I'm telling you the God honest truth. Why? Because that's his wife. Who he's supposed to be with. God would rather him having sex with his wife than committing adultery and fornication with another woman that's not his wife. God would rather him go back home and be with his family if he's willing and able to forgive. And guess what we finding out? That he wasn't so innocent neither. In my last video I just did, we just clearly broke down and proved if we're going to take that the easy thing was the reason why the split happened, that he was flirting and making advances with Clarissa Shields, all in her DMs, poems, and all this 2 years before Remy started having sex with Easy the Black Captain. That's how long Clarissa Shields been around, since 2020. So he was messing around first. If we're going to go by the Easy the Black Captain, because I know he said she stepped out before, and he called her having sex with another woman while his daughter was on the bed, but that still didn't break them up. According to what we know, it was the Easy the Black Captain situation that broke them up. Well, if we going by that, you were messing around with Clarissa Shields before Remy started having sex with Easy the Black, according to the timeline. And this coming from y'all, coming from something we made up. This coming from y'all. And she couldn't help it. How you speaking on Remy? You speak Remy who's parenting when DV asked that question. How can you answer a question like that, Clarissa Shields? How could you answer a question for Papoose being asked about his family? How could you answer that question? How could you answer the question when he says to Papoose, we, the people, we wanted to see was you and Remy could fix it? How can you answer that question? How can you answer that? That's not even in your place to answer. And that's how you know her jealousy is so uncontrollable that she didn't even see that that was literally an opportunity for her to read something about him. She let him off the hook by answering it for him, which she wasn't even entitled to do. And I'm pretty sure anybody who saw this interview, when they heard her take it upon herself to address that, when it was inappropriate for her to do because that was something Papoose was supposed to do, I guarantee you anybody who watched that and know what's going on immediately caught that and knew, like, hold on, girl, what are you doing? You doing too much. Let that man answer that. That's for him, not for you. She can't help it though, because she knows she's trying to play catch up. This woman remains living in Remy Ma's shadow. She don't admit it, but it's the truth. She loved the fact of knowing, well, she don't love, she hate the fact of knowing she will remain in Remy Ma's shadow. She will. You're going to stay there. You're going to stay there for a long time, lady. Yeah, so this interview, this was like one of the first times that they actually opened up to some degree. And I know this was a whole, if you watch this wasn't nothing but a setup from the beginning, because Papoose don't like to answer Remy questions. And in this interview, he kept dodging the Remy questions. And you can tell they knew Papoose and Clarissa Shields was coming. So what Charlemagne and DJ Envy did was threw it on that girl Laura or London, whatever her name. They threw it on her to open that up and allowed her to actually be aggressive on that, to try to get a response in some type of way, knowing I don't like talking about this stuff. And when he decided to take it upon himself to just speak a little bit but careful, then they picked the opportunity and chances to actually build on it. But in reality, they set that girl up to do that in case Papoose got offended at them. And when he saw that he was willing to open up to the girl, they started touching on it. I peeped that out the gate. I peeped that out of the gate. And then when he figured Mike was saying too much because he know Remy gonna be watching, and he didn't want to say too much because he know he's still trying to be in good grace with her, he would shut it down every time. He would shut it down every time. I got a clip on that too. Matter of fact, how many times? 1, 2, 3, 5 different times. 5 different times. When it was about Remy, he shut it down every time. Matter of fact, I ain't finna play these games, man. I ain't finna play these games at all. Let's check it out.
With the lines, we in the line.